What up, guys? Welcome to Mangas and Whales. My name is Greg, and in this one, I'm going to be going over the Wet Blanket Challenge, which requires you to get 10 iced medals, or in other words, kill 10 enemies right after they heat wave you. And this challenge is pretty fucking hard, but it is doable, so let's talk about it. So, the first few clips that I've got here for you are just a few of mine, just a smattering of iced medals that I got while playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And one thing you'll notice that each of these clips has in common is I'm always using a gun that has a large magazine size, as well as a pretty decent fire rate. So I can dump a lot of rounds really quickly. And that's a good thing to have when you're going for iced medals, because you want to kind of be able to spray and pray a little bit when you get heat waved. So I recommend just always having a class. If you don't want to always use it, just always have a class ready that has like the Dingo or the 48 Dredge or the Weevil or something like that. Something with extended mags maybe. And then if you notice somebody on the opposing team is going to be using Heatwave, then you can use that class instead of whatever other class you were going to use that game instead. And so yeah. So anyway, that's a great strategy. That's something that I definitely recommend doing. However, I'm not just going to leave you with that. So let's dig a little bit deeper. So in this next clip, which should start in just a second. There we go. I'm actually going to get a double iced, and only one guy heat waves me, to be sure. But I get heat waved, and then I get a double kill. So I kill two guys right after being heat waved, and those both count as ice medals. So that's fucking awesome, because that means that you actually don't have to kill the guy who heat waved you in order to get an ice medal. You just have to get a kill right after you get heat waved, and that will count as an ice medal. So that's good to know. But this next thing is, as cool as that is, this is probably 10 times shittier. You know, I was thinking to my little clever self that, oh, maybe I can use gravity spikes. That'd be great. And it turns out it is a really nice way to kill people who heat wave you. But unfortunately, you don't get an iced medal. And, well, at least I didn't there. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I should check this out a little bit more. I should investigate. So a buddy of mine, Nick, aka Mango Tango, actually used to make videos with me on this channel, and maybe someday he will again. We went into a private match on Nuketown, and we did some testing. So we started off with gravity spikes, and we're kind of trying to simulate like a real game situation. So he wasn't going to tell me exactly when he was going to heat wave me. It was all going to be a huge mystery, just like a real game. And I had no trouble killing him every time with gravity spikes. Like, if he heat waved me and then I just like pull out the gravity spikes, and you know, he was dead. But as you see, I was never awarded an ice medal from any of that. And it turns out that explosive damage altogether just doesn't count. So even if you have like a trip mine out there and somebody trips it up and then heat waves you right after, and then they die from your trip mine like right after that, that's not going to give you an ice medal either. And I know that because that happened to me. So anyway, that's fucking shitty. But let's move on to something that actually will help you out complete this challenge, and that is the Ripper. And this is the one specialist weapon that actually will kind of help with getting ice medals, and it helps quite a bit. So I definitely recommend using Ripper. You can still absolutely do the full Commando Pro style lunge toward enemies even once you've been heat waved, and you can still see the little red target in range indicator that appears like on their chest, even through that like orange haze after you've been heat waved. You can still see it. So huge shout out to you, Black Tide TV, once again, for bringing this to my attention in his video on the Wet Blanket Challenge that he did about a month ago. So right on, dude. Thank you very much. That was awesome. And so yeah. Anyway, okay. So these last few clips are like some bloopers. I don't know why I include these actually. Thinking about it now, it's like I don't need to see that. But anyway, so Ripper doesn't always work. It's not like a magic solution, I guess. Your enemy still has to be like right in front of you in order to actually get the rip once you've been heat waved. So nothing really changes there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I hope it helps you out a little bit. Good luck with this fucking tough challenge, and I'll catch you next one. Later, guys.